What you did?
No, all you have to do is mute and not mute. But they should be able to hear you.
Can you hear me, Chuck? Your Honor? Can you hear me? You can't hear him.
He may have his on mute.
He may. Let me just text him. Let's check.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Thank you.
Mute yourself.
Sure, no problem.
Mute yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Lloyd, just so you know, you're not on mute. I don't know if you want to mute yourself before we get started.
All right. Looks like we've got everybody. So, Doug, you ready to go?
Your Honor, this is Kirsten Erickson from UGI.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, my last witness just joined, so I think.
Oh.
I would say I thought we needed to wait a few minutes, but I think. Wait, did I just lose him again? Oh, there you go. Okay, sorry. Everybody's here from UGI now.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I should have asked. I didn't think about it. I saw you had a couple folks on there. Okay, so Doug, are we ready to go, sir? Doug, court reporter, sir. All right. I'm sorry about this. Let me see. Are we ready to go? No, I couldn't hear you. Okay. Doug, we're on the record?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
All right, great. All right, we're on the record. Good morning, everyone. My name is Chuck McLean, the Chief Public Utility Law Judge at the Maryland Public Service Commission. Today is December 15th. It's approximately 11 o'clock. We are here for a case that's captioned in the matter of the continuing investigation of the gas purchase power cost adjustment charges of UGI Utilities, Inc. In this year's case is 9516C as in Charlie. We can start with appearances. Ms. Erickson?
Good morning, Your Honor. Kirsten Erickson, representing UGI Utilities. With me today, I have Michael Swirling, Senior Counsel, Energy and Regulation from UGI, Jesse Tayala, Director, Energy Supply and Planning, who's here to testify, and Tracy Hazenstab, Principal Analyst, Rates, also here to testify.
Thank you very much, ma'am. OPC? OPC, you want to enter your appearance, sir? Mr. Sheehan? Mr. Sheehan, can you hear us? Mr. Sheehan? All right, we'll go to staff. We'll come back. Go ahead.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lloyd Spivak for the Commission staff. With me today to provide testimony are Lucy Shea of the Commission's Accounting Division and Afton Hauer of the Commission's Gas and Telecommunications, Water and Telecommunications Division.
All right, thank you, sir. Good morning. Mr. Sheehan? Mr. Sheehan, can you hear us?
Try using the mouse to unmute.
Yeah, there you go. I could unmute him. He's not, I don't even think he's talking. I requested that he be unmuted. Mr. Sheehan, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can now. Yes, sir. All right, you
I
want to
had to
enter your
call-
appearance, sir? I'm sorry, sir?
I had to call in because for some reason, the sound isn't working on my computer.
Okay. You want to enter your appearance, please, sir?
This is Philip Sheehan on behalf of the Office of People's Counsel.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Spivak, you going to kick things off?
Sure, we can do that.
Okay.
The commission staff will call Lucy Shea to the stand, please.
Good morning.
Hi, Ms. Shea. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm well. Can I get you to raise your right hand for me, please? You swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Mr. Spivak?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Ms. Shea. Do you have in front of you a document captioned in this case, number 9516C, titled Direct Testimony and Schedules of Lucy Shea on behalf of the staff of the Public Service Commission of Maryland, and dated December 14th, 2020?
Yes, I do.
Does the document consist of 10 pages of question and answer testimony, one attachment, and 2 schedules?
Yes, it does.
Did you prepare this document, or was it prepared under your direct supervision?
Yes, I did.
Do you have any additions, deletions, or other corrections you would like to make at this time?
No, I do not.
And if the questions were asked of you today as they are asked in this document, would your answers be the same?
Yes, I would.
Do you adopt this document as part of your sworn testimony in this proceeding?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, Ms. Shea. Your Honor, staff requests that the direct testimony and schedules of Lucy Shea be marked as Staff Exhibit 1 and entered into the record.
You're on mute, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Any objections to staff 1? It's been marked.
UGI has no objections.
Thank you. Still can't hear you, Mr. Sheehan.
No objection, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Staff 1's admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. With that, the witness is available for cross-examination.
Ms. Erickson?
Your Honor, UGI has no questions for this witness.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Sheehan?
Thank you, Your Honor. I have just a few questions for Ms. Shea. Ms. Shea, I'm Philip Sheehan. I work for the Office of People's Counsel. In your testimony on page 7, you identify the significant adjustments to pipeline costs in the test period. And I was wondering if you could tell me when when the issues of under collection were identified.
I believe it was August, but I want to look at the first email. September 29th.
Okay, thank you. And can you, were there any discussions or coordination between you and UGI on how to treat this matter?
Yes.
Can you describe those?
Well, UGI provided me with supporting schedules and exhibits, and they discussed their plan to the net addition to cost was $81,000. $81,712, and they proposed posting those adjustments in August and September 2020.
Okay, so that's basically spreading it out over 2 years?
No, the adjustments all related back to December 19th, but the adjustments themselves were not made until August and September of 2020.
So the entire $81,712 was collected in August and September of this year.
That is true. The only item that has not been completely zeroed out is the pipeline refunds, 14,192, which is included in that 81,000. The refunds have begun, but they're going to go until 21.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Spivak, any redirect, sir?
No redirect, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good morning, Ms. Shea. I just had a couple more clarifying questions than anything. You note on, I think it was on page 6, this September 2020 bills weren't released until October 2020, so you used an estimate. Was there a particular reason why the bills weren't released, or is that kind of out of the ordinary?
This is the period where UGI was working on their correction adjustments and working on them with me, and it took some time. They didn't want to, they wanted to have everything cleared up before they went further with the billing. So yes, they just weren't able to, they decided not to get them out on time in light of the job of the adjustments.
Okay, and did you have any concerns with that? I know you did a 5-month average or 5-year average for September, or was that a concern for staff? Ms. Shea, we can't hear you, ma'am. Ms. Shea? Ms. Shea, we can't hear you. Can you guys hear her? I can't. Ms. Shea? Ms. Shea? We can't hear you. We cannot hear you.
Oh, it's this phone.
We just heard that.
Am I back?
Okay, yes, ma'am. You're back.
I've got to make sure that the phone won't ring while I'm doing this.
It's okay.
Okay, so when we were looking at working up the ACA, there were only 27 MCFs for sales in September. And of course, that would skew the calculation. So I asked Tracy Hasenstadt, who was, I guess, a regulatory manager at UGI, could I actually use the actual September sales? And she said, well, these are the September sales. And I said, well, I mean, accrue the ones that we know are going to happen. And at that time, she suggested this 5-year average of September sales.
Okay. And I believe, if I understood your testimony correct, that's going to be adjusted in next year's calculation. Is that correct?
That's true.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me. All right. I just muted Mr. Spivak. So it seems like it's worded a couple different ways. So if I understood, it says the September 2020 sales are going to be removed from the October 2020 sales.
That will be showing up in the ACA calculation for the case 9516D.
Right. So you're going to take. So you've got the 5-year average. Are you just going to take whatever the actuals were, and then adjust October's, or I'm not sure. So you're taking all of September's sales?
Well, yeah, no. The thought was I would remove the estimate. And the reason we have the estimate is she said it would be pretty arduous to come up with the actual September at the point that we were making, she was making this adjustment. I don't know if it would be much harder next year to pull out the September sales. It seems like a good idea to use the actual.
Right. It's just, maybe it's just I'm getting caught up in the wording. So you're going to remove the September 2020 sales from the October 2020 sales. That's how your the footnote on your schedule 2 reads.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Because otherwise, I'm sorry. The monthly PGA is based on a 12-month rolling average.
Mm-hmm.
So that September will actually be showing up in that September of 20, which has an estimate, will be showing up in next year's 12-month average schedule that's completed each month.
Okay.
So it stays with us. It's not like an income statement period like the end of the year where you don't go back.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. I apologize. I didn't mean to make that more difficult than it was.
No,
it's understandable. I don't know about that. And is there any concern on staff's part about the jump in the ACA this year?
Yes,
or is it just kind of?
Yes, I did. I was concerned when I first saw when we were only using 27 MCFs for September, and I saw that the ACA had almost doubled, and I was shocked. And so the first thing I did was try to fix up September so that wouldn't skew everything. I've been assured that the merging of these 3 territories or districts is not causing an increase in costs. However, it's hard to tell with these adjustments.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, ma'am. Mr. Spivak, do you have any questions based on mine, sir?
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Erickson?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Sheehan? He's shaking his head no. Thank you very much for your time, Ms. Shea.
Thank you.
Mr. Spivak?
The commission staff calls Afton Hauer, please.
How you doing, Ms. Hauer?
Good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Could I get you to raise your right hand? You swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Mr. Spivak?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Ms. Hauer.
Good morning.
Do you have in front of you a document captioned in case 9516C titled Confidential Version, Direct Testimony and Exhibits of Afton Hauer on behalf of the staff of the Public Service Commission of Maryland and dated December 14th, 2020?
Yes, I do.
Does the document consist of 5 pages of question and answer testimony, 5 public exhibits, and 1 confidential exhibit?
Yes.
And am I correct in stating that the only actual confidential content of this testimony is the confidential exhibit?
Yes.
Okay. Did you prepare this document, or was it prepared under your direct supervision?
Yes, I prepared it.
Okay. Do you have any additions, deletions, or other corrections you would like to make at this time?
No, I do not.
If the questions were asked of you today as they are asked in this document, would your answers be the same?
Yes.
And do you adopt this document as part of your sworn testimony in this proceeding?
Yes, I do.
Your Honor, staff requests that the confidential version of Ms. Hauer's testimony be marked as Staff Exhibit 2C.
It shall be so marked.
Ms. Hauer, do you also have in front of you a document entitled, captioned to case number 9516C, and entitled Public Version, Direct Testimony and Exhibits of Afton Hauer on behalf of the staff of the Public Service Commission of Maryland, and dated December 14th, 2020.
Yes, I did.
And did you prepare this document, or was it prepared under your direct supervision?
Yes.
Does the document consist of 5 pages of question and answer testimony and 5 public exhibits?
Yes.
Do you have any additions, deletions, or other corrections you would like to make at this time?
No, I do not.
If the questions were asked of you today as they are asked in this document, would your answers be the same?
Yes.
And do you adopt this document as part of your sworn testimony in this proceeding?
Yes, I do.
Your Honor, staff requests that Ms. Hauer's public direct testimony be marked as Staff Exhibit 2. Staff further moves that Staff Exhibits 2 and 2C be admitted into the evidentiary record.
Thank you. It shall be so marked. Any objections to Staff 2 and 2C?
UGI has no objection, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. And Mr. Sheehan mouthed no objection from OPC, so 2 and 2C are admitted. Ms. Erickson, any cross-examination?
No questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Sheehan? No questions from OPC. Ms. Hauer, thank you very much. Appreciate your testimony, you being here today.
Thank you.
That concludes staff's presentation, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Erickson?
Good morning, Your Honor. UGI would call Tracy Hazelstep to the stand.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Can I get you to raise your right hand, please? You swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Ms. Erickson?
Good morning, Ms. Hazelstep. I'm sure you're happy you didn't have to drive down. You may get in the habit of trying to do these virtually.
Indeed.
The new normal, maybe.
Ms. Hazelstep, have you reviewed the direct testimony prepared by Lucy Shea?
I have.
Do you agree with her direct testimony?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe that there are any corrections or changes that are necessary in order to make it accurate?
No, I do not.
And were you present at the hearing, and did you hear the oral testimony that Ms. Shea gave this morning?
Yes, I did.
And do you have any clarifications or corrections to the testimony that she gave this morning?
I do not.
UGI's witness is available for questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Sheehan? No questions from OPC. Thank you, sir. Mr. Spivak?
No questions, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And obviously there's no redirect. Good morning, ma'am, again. So in terms of, I guess, I'll call them hiccups, I guess, this year, it seemed like we had a couple last year as well, and it seems like we've got a couple this year. Is there any, I don't want to say rhyme or reason, or what caused the hiccups, or?
Sure. So these issues are different than the hiccups we had last year. The ones that we had last year, we did make sure we have a process in place. So we made sure that they didn't occur again throughout this year. These ones were a result of the merger of the 3 separate rate districts that UGI had in place prior to December of 2019. And they were just human error calculations, and they have been corrected going forward.
Okay. All right. And is there, I know I asked Ms. Shea this, but is there any concern on UGI's part about the increase of the ACA this year, or is it just kind of the peaks and valleys that we have to deal with?
And no, sir, I believe it's just the peaks and valleys.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ms. Erickson, any questions based on mine?
No redirects, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Sheehan? That's a no from OPC. And Mr. Spivak?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Ma'am,
you.
thank you very much for your testimony. Ms. Erickson?
Your Honor, UGI would call Jesse Tayala to the stand.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Can I get you to raise your right hand, please, sir? You swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Sir, can you spell your last name for the court reporter? Because I know he's gonna get on me if I don't ask.
Surely, Your Honor. It's T as in Tom, Y-A-H-L-A.
Thank you very much. Ms. Erickson?
Good morning, Mr. Tayala.
Good morning.
Have you reviewed the direct testimony that was prepared by Afton Howard?
I have, yes.
Do you agree with her direct testimony?
Yes.
Do you believe that any corrections or changes are necessary to make it accurate?
No.
UGI's witness is available for questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Sheehan? Okay, he has no questions. We still can't hear you, but it's okay. Mr. Spivak?
No questions, Your Honor.
Okay, nothing from staff. All right, there you go. Thank you, Mr. Sheehan. I have no questions either. Appreciate you being here today, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Is that it for your witnesses, Ms. Erickson?
Yes, Your Honor, we have no further witnesses. I do also just want to confirm that UGI did file publication of notice of the hearing as directed in the court's order. That has been filed and should be in the case record. The order did not direct UGI to file proof of posting on its Twitter, Facebook, or website, but I do want to confirm that that did also happen.
Okay. All right. What we'll do is, and I appreciate you reminding me of that, ma'am. We'll mark that as UGI Exhibit 1. Any objections to UGI 1 coming into the record?
No objection, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. And there was none from OPC either. Thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate the reminder on that. And Mr. Sheehan, you have no witnesses. Is that correct?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
All right. Just wanted to make sure. Anything else before we wrap up today?
Nothing from UGI, Your Honor.
All right. Well,
Nothing further from staff.
Thank you, Mr. Spivak. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. I hope everyone has a happy holiday. Stay safe and stay healthy, and hopefully 2021 will be better than 2020. So, all right, take care, everyone.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
We're off the record.